Action. Like, got my button smashed. You got that turned down so we don't have back feeds from the people out there in beekeeping land?
All by yourself. Yes, you do. Show me Mark Chestnut video.
Well, I couldn't help it. It was Mark Chestnut video about
You're still going to blame me.
old country and too cold at home. If you're country music fans, you know all about it. But it was,
Yeah.
anyway, hope everybody's having a fine Sunday evening. We're doing pretty good around here in these parts. Or we're putting on a face like we are. It's been a humdinger of a couple of days. And the McDonald's in town just kicked our feet right out from under us. Made for a day.
Anyway.
That's where we're at.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving way on.
Yep, let me hot cook real fast. Does that make you feel better?
Yes.
Mr. Randy Tar Hill, good to see you. Mike Tangway, good to see y'all, brother. How many's in here? I'll wait a few minutes. Ooh, I'll wait a minute on that. Miss Deb, the Sun Bunny, good to see you, ma'am. Well, Dennis Cheryl, good to see you, Captain. Rodney, good to see you, man. I was commenting about them pictures you had just sent me. I'll show them here in a few minutes. Rodney sent us some pictures of a cutout he was doing, but I was getting into a rant as if I was management in the bee world. Well, if I was a bee and I was part of management.
Yeah.
Mr. Russell Amon, Miss Brenda, good to see y'all. Hope y'all get a little bit of rain. We was hoping to get some over this way, but it ain't done nothing.
It's dreadful. You hit Mr. Russell?
Did I?
Yes.
Undo it.
It won't let me.
Okay.
You did it.
Let me see. It's good.
Okay, he's unhinged.
Okay.
Get him, Mr. Russell.
Let me just do it this way.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Bill Lee, good to see you. Well, when I'm trying to scroll this one in touchscreen things, and I'm trying to scroll up, but I guess my finger's on the deal for too long, and y'all hear me fuss about it all the time.
It's been Monday like every single day this week. I don't know why it's holding every single one of Mr. Russell's comments for review.
Let me see if I got to undo something.
I mean, he put no more than a small drizzle, and it held it for review. What could possibly be wrong about that?
YouTube is sensitive to that these days. Collector Rick, good to see you. Jack and Danae, good to see y'all. Country Road, good to see you. Hallelujah Bee Farm, Pastor Larry, Miss Jan, Miss Leona. Okay, I think I got everybody for a minute.
I think so. Bud's bullying Mr. Russell.
I'm trying not to.
Oh, so.
Mr. Roy, good to see you. Keith Spillman and Miss Michelle up there in that fine country. Everybody kind of moved, in. We appreciate everybody. I don't know what we got to talk about. We're going to go with it. Hannah asked me a while ago, pulling in the driveway after our little escapade. She's like, you got anything you're going to talk about? I'll think of something just here and shortly. Time got away again, but y'all know how it goes. We're definitely not on a script nor keep anything in order, that's for sure.
Never. Why would we do that?
People probably think we really have a disorganized life with this
They be thinking, "Oh,
little bit. I mean, it's not disorganized by any means. It's because of other people and their mindset is what drives us. And
oh man, yeah."
we try to be on our best behavior. But when y'all go to the go Monday,
Thursday.
Thursday? Okay. But
Okay, yeah.
all right, whatever day y'all went to the Gov, it was last week,
Thursday.
this past week. Went out there and tinkered with the beads a little bit. Popped the lids on everybody but the buttholes out there. I was saving them for last. Then the heat and humidity really sat on in. I said, you know what? Y'all are kind of on my list right now, so I ain't even fooling with y'all. But
Yeah,
got everybody taken
you
care
talk
of.
to them things that way.
I talked to them, that fussy bunch down there, just like that. Told them they wouldn't get peppermint or nothing
I
right
don't know
now.
why they were so grouchy.
But they calmed
They
down.
should have been nice to them.
I'll be nicer if they'll calm their tails down a little bit. They gonna give me respect one way or another. But went down there and just kind of peeping on them, see what was happening. I knew it was getting time for the beetle juice, and I only ran into a handful of beetles between everybody. Had to make a correction. We got a total of 9 down there. Thought it was 11. Ain't counted in a minute. But got everybody cleaned up nice. Had a little bit of burr comb here and there. A couple little beetles in the inner cover there, which had been no, not at all. Which had been about it was over 2 weeks since we put any peppermint in there to them. So I kind of expected to see some, especially this time of the year when it's their season to procreate and do what they do. But everybody looked good, and that little split we done is a little 2-frame split we worked on, or we did early in the spring, and really having fun with them, just kind of letting them go. And I've been noticing over the last few weeks that they was beginning to have a little bit of bearding. And I was thinking to myself, well, they ain't that big, kind of thing. But let me tell you what, I had to take one of them dividers out and add 2 more frames in there to them
Yeah.
because they were exploding in there. That queen is doing well. And thank goodness they turned out to be some gentle little bunches for the most part. But
Yeah.
got them 10 more frames added, so that's going to be a total of 20 in that horizontal. And I just went on and gave them a couple of them frames we had for when we did the honey pool the other week. Pulled out a little bit of honey.
Yeah.
Got her
There's that.
Yep, she's got plenty of space to lay in and to carry on. So
Robinson just cut out yesterday. Had a bunch of
yes, Wes, it's that time of year. This is when you want to start worrying with them. If you're gonna have problems between now and the next, I say month and a half, 2 months is gonna be the critical periods with these blasted high beagles. So if you got them in there, get them out if you can. We was kind of noticing while we was waiting on our food for 36 minutes in the drive-through a while ago, we had turned on Mr. Mike Berry's video and was watching that, and he was saying there's quite a bit of high beetles in that bunch. Like I reckon somebody tore a house down or something. But
Mr. Jenkins has been
What's that, Stone River? Good to see y'all. Well, I'm going to get right back, but I'm trying to show Ron these pictures so I can give him an idea of what my managing would have been about. I didn't save them yet. I got to do it real quick. Y'all bear with me. Okay. I know Rodney, I imagine going to have a video on it, but he sent us a picture. I'll try to get it. Set that a show. Good. And then I ain't going to do it. Turn the light down. Yeah, much better. I ain't got the light blasting on it. Well, we can't because we're on the free version. Because StreamYard made me mad. But that dark spot right there, he ain't pulled the flooring off yet. And it's obviously moisture of some kind getting right there on that plywood. But there's the bunch in the floor there he got. But if y'all notice, which we all beekeep in some kind of manner, y'all know that honey's at the top. And I was telling him, I said, well, that water damage, or what appears to be water damage, that doggone honey's soaking up, I believe, soaking up in the plywood. I'm not deleting messages.
It just said message deleted.
No.
Well, yeah, you deleted somebody.
Well, y'all, if I deleted your message, I apologize. I pushed the button again.
Yeah.
Put it back in there in capital letters. But I was telling Hannah, I said, I bet you some of them bees was probably pretty fired up because that honey's soaking into the bottom of that plywood right there. And that cell ended up being empty. And they're going, who is filling cells and capping them or not filling cells and capping these things off? Because these top runs continuously leak.
No good.
No good.
Unacceptable.
PJ, good to see you, brother. Who else? Is it Barnhill?
I won't take it personally.
Chris?
You deleted PJ's message.
Oh, did I?
Apparently so.
My bad.
Oh my goodness.
Brian and Jen, good to see y'all.
I was trying to get caught up telling everybody that.
Well, y'all just be prepared. I'm putting you in timeout and I'm deleting messages right off the bat. So
He's been a train wreck all week. It's just culminating into a crescendo tonight.
I was coming together, that's for sure.
Yes.
Brother, I love you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I bet y'all are whooped, Brian. 3 farmers markets in one weekend.
Hey.
You're right, Danae. This wouldn't be the same, would it?
I
Oh,
was wrong.
that sounds like a nightmare, Roger.
Yeah. The gutter was dumping the water in the wall. Well,
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
hopefully wouldn't be no doggone termites. Because it done got down there. It's been doing it for at least a little bit.
So what was y'all's best seller this weekend, Brian? 3 markets. You had to have something selling good. You don't run down stuff to talk about?
Well, I was gazing at the comments here from folks. Trying to actually read them instead of,
Skimming.
yeah, doing my words are hard kind of stuff.
Blaine will be in here in a little while to understand.
Peach cream honey, JP.
Ooh, I bet it did. That sounds really good.
It does sound pretty good. You know, that would be because I went out.
So I was going to say 2 days ago.
Yep, well, not yet. Yeah, 2 days ago because we went to the river yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And our peach trees, them peaches have been dropping like crazy. So I went out there and went to picking and got a good bowl full, or at least, I don't know, it was a good peck that we got out of it between both of them. And there's probably still
There was a
one more.
bunch on that one. Rodney said I'm treating my yellow jackets and hornets today.
Well, it's that time of the year too.
Oh, I thought he meant like giving them a treat.
No, they got to go. He puts out what's the name of that stuff you use, Rodney? You mix with that tuna fish or whatever your bait is. But
It might be his secret weapon.
well, he doesn't have to divulge if he doesn't want.
I've never heard of a lavender festival. But heck, I mean, we do a festival for almost everybody out here. Yes, well, I was planning on a peach cobbler, but we ended up giving Mr. Donnie the rest of them. He ate his little heart out on peaches on that riverbank yesterday.
Hey, them peaches, them good.
They
them
were
peaches.
good. They were really good.
The
I
magic.
don't know. Told you it was a secret weapon. But I'm definitely planning on a peach cobbler.
Oh, did you talking about Rick's comment?
Yeah,
Frost got his
that
peaches and
sucks. I love fresh peaches.
these things.
I'm gonna have to get Abby to bring the kids up to the last picking, and they're gonna get mad at us.
Well, I thought about taking some over to them the other day, but
Yeah.
these things that they're, I don't know what the real name is. The fella that gave them to us, he called them white peaches. But that's about what they look like when you bite into them until you get down to that whole on that seed. But they are some good little rascals. They ain't no bigger. They probably ain't even as big as a tennis ball.
Mm-mm.
But buddy, you talk about some good little peaches.
They are juicy. I don't know. I might make some peach dumplings with it instead of cobbler. Like I was showing you that mountain ladies video I'm telling you about.
Mm-hmm. Clay, good to see you, Captain. Somebody up rolling.
What is the problem with drinking coffee till noon, PJ?
It's the same problem as drinking coffee when it's 1,100 degrees outside.
I thought we cleared this up.
No.
Clay got to hang out with Keith Spillman and Miss Michelle the other day at something. She had a booth set up.
Oh, at their Keith Market? Or the
I
market
don't know
Keith
if it
goes
was
to?
the market or if it was on the floor. That festival thing he went to. I can't remember what it was. I seen him put it on the Book of Faces.
Hey, Miss Ann.
He definitely go guy.
All right. You want to get into prayer list? And
No, you did not, Danae.
we do need to keep folks in our prayers.
Lots of folks.
We'll get into, I guess, about the best topic that I got is a comment that I made on Joey Rawls' channel that I really didn't mean to say on his channel, but
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and eat crow.
Mm.
But you can do the prayer list first.
You ready now? Okay. Mr. Martin, Miss Crystal, Mr. Pat, Miss Deb, Mike Tangway and his family, DC and his mama, Philip's mama, his friends BJ and his wife, our favorite Miss Leona, Steve Amos's father-in-law, PJ Hanley, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Miss Janae Wood, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Kenneth Allen, Rodney and his family, Dan Garrison's daughter, Keith Larimore's cousin, Has anybody seen him? I
People
don't
there
remember
more.
seeing him last week.
No, I've seen a couple. Chat.
Let's see, Miss Brenda Amon, Lee's mama, Miss Brenda Johnson, Keith Barnhill and his family, little Emma Hoskins, Greg Dunn, Bill Kent's mama, Tim's brother Jamie, Mr. Dan and his church, Shaw Wee, Jen's dad, Gary Stewart, Castle Heights Brian and his family, Blaine's great nephew, Haley Baker, Lee's cousin Stephanie, all our nation's service members, Shauna and her family, James Knoll, Keith Laramore's mama, my brother Jacob, James Pell, Justin Jenkins, Bucks B's wife, Allie Baker, Marty from Yes Honey, baby Lucas' parents Zach and Kiera, Lee's wife Miss Renee, DC's friend Bree and her daughter Ivy, Jace and his family, Clay's daughter Allie, Tom Mack and his family, Bobby's Bees, Mike Hall's wife, Feathers and Flowers' husband, Hannah and David Davidson, Bracken Barker's daughter, Jegs and his family, and the victims of the Venezuela earthquake over there.
You said Mike Tangley family.
Yeah, they're at the beginning.
As some of y'all called it in the beginning, Mike Tangley nephew departed, great nephew departed Monday. So definitely keep Mike and his family in your prayers on that end of things. And Barnhill says,
Just
we always appreciate the prayers, but you can take me off the list for doing fine. Good deal,
yeah,
young.
that's good.
Okay. All right. Danae said, Hannah, we got to see Brecken's daughter earlier.
Oh,
She is doing well and showed us all her scar. So
well,
cute.
good deal. I'm glad to hear she's doing well. Her name's Stella.
I reckon. So, wonderful, wonderful news. That youngin' bouncing back.
Absolutely. I was worried about her when you messaged me about that. Scary. Well, good deal. That's really good news.
Them youngins pretty good about getting over them injuries fairly fast.
Bounce like rubber.
Uh, okay, I guess a little bit of confession.
Wonder how many people seen that comment before you took it down.
I don't know. Did it tell me the truth? It's not going to upset me at all. But did any of y'all see my comment in Joey Rawls's comment section about the UPS deal? But the gun line comment that was referring to cameras and better footage. If you didn't,
This
that's
is
good.
what happens when you watch this way too much YouTube. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, oh, well, before I get into it, PJ said, by the way, we had a beautiful grandson on the 7th.
Oh, congratulations,
Yes.
PJ. Another one to start spoiling, huh?
Farmall and Fords.
You got it. I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate you dropping by very, very much. Okay, undoubtedly good deal. Nobody's seen the comment.
You moved quick, buddy. quick enough anyway. Except for Joey.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Well, I ended up having to text Joey and explain myself to him because I had left a comment in his comment section. I didn't realize the words I said in there.
Oh, he realized the words he said in there. He just didn't realize he was in there instead of on the video he was railing about. He knew exactly what he was saying in there.
Well, Joey replied to the comment with a question mark and one of those faces doing this. And I looked at it and I was like, well, Joey answered my comment a while ago. What's he, questioning and humming about? So I went and I looked and I seen what he was questioning in the comment section. And I was like, ooh, oops.
Oh my gosh.
Well, kind of give y'all a brief on what it was. I had watched a different video on the YouTube and I had got myself
Worked up.
I got myself a little worked up over the video kind of thing. Just thinking, good grief, this is such bull crap. Y'all ain't fooling nobody, this and that. Well, as I was watching this particular video,
No, not Tim. Oh my word.
okay, just for some of y'all, I was watching a guy's video on the work up to the trial for Charlie Kirk going on for all that right now, and there was a video in this guy's channel or on this guy's channel, and he was showing what the courts were saying was a rooftop camera, this and that, so on and so forth. Well, I was in the process of thinking in my brain, okay, here's my comment. I'm going to let the world know what I think about it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
on poor Joey's video.
About that time, Joey had written back from my original message on his chat. And my original message was something like, I can't even remember what I put in there.
Something nice.
I hope, you get things right with you. I hope they do right by you on the Queens that they lost. And, some encouragement for Joey was my original comment. Well, that's where I messed up, was reading Joey's rebuttal to mine, because I went to Joey's channel. Yeah. And in my brain, I was still on this other guy's channel. So I'm tick, talking about, I've seen better footage of Bigfoot on cameras than I have this bullcrap footage from a college that's worth $1 million. Seeing, boom.
Oh.
So accidentally, I was going off on Joey's channel, and he had no idea what the world I was talking about. Bigfoot, seeing better footage of Bigfoot, and colleges.
I've seen better footage of Bigfoot than the crap y'all put out or something. I was like, you're going to give poor Joey a complex about his camera skills.
So, yeah, footage on Joey's, and he's probably thinking, what in the world is this dude talking about Bigfoot and college cameras and my footage on my channel kind of thing. So, yesterday evening, right before his chat, I realized what happened, especially whenever Joey sent me a question mark with the old face. Like, what is this dude talking about?
Joey thinks Tim's been on the devil's list.
That's a good one. DJ, that's a good one. But yeah, I got myself worked up in it. Translated over to Joey's chat by accident.
Oh my God.
But y'all don't fret, Beekeeping World. I went back to the other channel. Mm.
now.
Mm.
Oh my God.
You're a funny guy, Brian Flower Street. Funny guy. Mm.
Oh my God. No, he went and deleted it, Mr.
I did delete that comment because I didn't want anybody confusion, and all of a sudden,
I'm thinking I was pointed at Joey.
yeah. Because in a way, I guess you could have looked at it as, what is he?
Oh my God.
What's his deal with Joey? Joey's
real.
footage not good, and
I felt bad for Joey.
so
Oh my God.
that's the world I live in, y'all. You're welcome.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. The world Brian lives in is even funnier.
I wouldn't get nothing done if I hung out with Brian. I'm pretty sure it would just be a total collapse.
Especially if you put you and Brian and Brad in the same room.
Well, then if you get, I guess two more, Philip and Blaine in
Richard's
there as
gonna
well.
get us back on track. Let this light green and taste like lime. As far as honey.
I feel like
Do
this
not
is
put
rid
your
of the
foot
social.
in my coffee cup, crazy.
I don't know. You got me on that one, Richard.
I have no idea.
Well, he says honey days. He said, for you, honey cake. What light green and tastes like lime?
I think he's saying what honey would look like.
Oh, okay.
But he lives way up north.
I'm not too sure. Maybe somebody up in North Country. No.
Girl, Jasper just about stuck his big old horse foot square in my coffee cup.
She had shown up at a fit.
Oh, there's no shortage of that, Mr. Randy. Absolutely no shortage at all. Lord, he keeps me on my toes.
Oh, what? There was something else that got me worked up the other day. Being that back.
There's a lot of things that get you worked up.
Well, here we go. We've derailed. Everybody's here. Just gonna stay.
30 minutes. Oh my gosh.
The youth, this was just a few hours ago. The youth of today, and these are my words, are going to starve to death.
There's Larimore. He's getting worried about you.
Well, I guess I should have held on to the story for 10 more minutes.
No, Danae, I've managed to keep him away. I figured with the streak we've been on, they'll be done called security.
Hey, I did. Okay, watching another video. We'll go to Walmart real quick. This guy apparently.
You didn't even finish your last story.
Remind me. This guy's got it just showed up in the algorithm, and it was talking about Walmart cameras and how they track you, what have you. And I was like, okay, let me look this. But apparently this guy, he's got some really nice old school hot rods, Chevelles, Firebirds, 68s and 67s and 70s. Man, just some beautiful muscle cars from back in the day. This dude builds, apparently. But apparently he's got to be with Walmart too. But he was showing like that app that they got, and how whenever you agree to that thing, that they collect your data, and whenever you walk into that store, it tracks you all around that store. That's why you got them little boxes up on the ceiling and stuff like that. And the algorithm picks up if you stay in an aisle for certain long, it'll recommend that stuff to you on your Walmart app, so on and so forth, and all the cameras. But he was talking about how they track you immediately as soon as you pull in the parking lot with them cameras, because Walmart takes pictures of your tags and it goes into a data system and it's all collected. And oh yeah, it's showing up craziness. I was like, well, the facial recognition is true because he clarified that. So I know they got me on paper.
They do have your face flagged in there.
Yep. And okay, that was the end of Walmart.
Yeah.
The youth of today, starving to death.
Mm.
My wife wanted something to eat. I was in agreement. I'm going to blame her. She says, hey, let's go up to town up here, and I think I want me something from McDonald's. Okay, load up, let's go.
We never do this, by the way. We never just run up to McDonald's. It was a fluke.
No, it is a rare thing for us to stop by the place anymore, but she had a hankering for it, and I was thinking, well, it's quick. Okay, it'll fill our belly up for the night. 36 minutes, literally 36 minutes. We sat in the drive-through line. 32 of that was silence from the people in the drive-through.
Yeah, and the first words out of his mouth when he finally opened the window was, "Oh, I don't know what's going on back there. Somebody needs to figure out what's going on back there."
They were lost.
Completely.
Now, granted, I don't know what it's like to work in the restaurant business, or I've never worked in a McDonald's or a Burger King or any fast food. So I don't know what it entails behind the counter. But I'm going to say it shouldn't take too much to slap something on a bun and put a little bit of cheese on it and wrap it up real quick and send it on down the line. I could be wrong, but I don't think it should take 36 minutes to make a hamburger.
It's going to be a while before we do again, Mr. Reed.
But that was that. Then we come on home and trying to put this thing together, and y'all see where it's been. So we're here. Jasper's week.
Jasper's, he's front and center for the complaint department. He's
See that
ready.
look? He's over it too.
Yeah. But he had torn my room to pieces, so he didn't get his prize, and he's still pouting about that.
Well, he's been a bad dog lately, and I ain't been happy with him.
I hope you get to feeling better later more.
Yes. I've been saying it's always a fit. Doggone fast food anywhere.
Right now, I think we're down close to 80 right now, don't they?
What's this? It says 76, but that's a lie.
That's all. Let me see.
But we are supposed to cool down into the high 80s for a couple of days, which is going to be really, really, really nice. Yeah, I'll see him where
78 right now, but it still feels like hotter.
well, I'll see him where the Native Way, the Dakotas, over Utah, and the West out there. Y'all sure we're not supposed to be getting some heat in the next couple of days.
Oh, she said we're sitting at 103. Yeah, y'all are hotter than us for actual temperature right now. Our heat indexes have been 108 and 110 the last several days. It's been nasty hot.
Yep.
Good.
And them bees showed it. I don't know if anybody else is kind of like seeing I don't want to call it heat stress, but just how little more, even what we call the gentle bunches out there, whenever I was tinkering with them Thursday, they seem to be a little bit more flighty and I guess agitated a little bit. And I'm reckon a lot of
You
it.
got that right, and just the people just get worse with that too.
Indeed, they do.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with a robot to order some food. I will keep driving at that point.
Let's say Minnesota Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Well, if it's going to be at 95, then you know there's a heat wave that's reaching
Yeah.
up there in Canada country.
Y'all don't normally get that hot, do you? Mike. Like y'all way up there? Or do they get that hot? They just don't have the humidity.
I don't think they have the push of humidity as much, but I think they're getting a good heavy push of humidity
Oh, really?
up there. So it probably does feel much, much worse for folks in the North Country than there ain't no getting used to it. But I guess what we're used to feeling down here. And I ain't seen him in here, but I don't know if he's in the background watching or not. But we had us a good day yesterday. Mr. Donnie called us up Friday, I think it was, or no, Thursday. Me and him was talking. I had to run him to town, take him to a few little errands, and he said, "Man, is there any chance you can get with old so and so, and we go down to the river and look for some driftwood?" Give him a call. So made the call, and the man said, "Yeah, y'all go down there and have a good time." And Mr. Donnie does. He makes a whole bunch of like walking sticks and does carving on canes.
Incredible. He's made us a couple little carvings.
You got them put up somewhere. Yeah, several little pieces he's carved out. But went down there and, like I said, Mr. Donnie, took a couple canoes, and me and him went down river for a little bit and drug him up some driftwood, and Hannah and the ladies sat up on the river beach and enjoyed themselves. But then,
I asked him how he did this. And y'all look at the detail, but his answer was, I just cut out everything that didn't look like a ball in a cage in that hunk of wood
that's a ball inside there.
that he carved out inside there.
Old Mr.
That's
Donnie got some talent
crazy.
with that wood carving. So if you want a good walking stick, I know where you can get you one. But we was on our way out yesterday, and all of us pretty much looking like we just come out the crawfish bowl, red as it could be, and Hannah's, y'all know, Hannah reads books all the time, and she's into another novel from a crime writer or somebody. And Mr. Donnie, he enjoys them books as well, and he asked Hannah what she was reading on the way home. We had it sitting up on the dash, and passed it back there to him, let him read the introduction or whatever you want to call it in the thing. And he got to reading through it, and he's like, "What is an auto spy?" I'm sitting there trying to think, and I was like, "Well, I don't even know. I ain't never even heard of the word auto spy, especially coming out of some kind of crime novel." And Hannah, same thing. She's like, Mr. Donnie, I ain't got no clue what auto spy is. And then it hit Hannah. She said, are you meaning to say autopsy? And he looked and he's like, yep, autopsy, not auto spy. So that's his new nickname he's going to be running with for a little while. We're going to call him Auto Spy. Thinking of changing his name, put in the cell phone. So when he calls, it'll pop up old Auto Spy from now on. But kind of threw us off there, Miss Ann. I was trying to figure out what word he was saying. Then it clicked in Hannah's brain what he was actually trying to say. But, oh yeah, Mr. Donnie, good people. Well, I guess on beekeeping, y'all, we're pretty well about like everybody else. Got everything pulled. We're gonna pull, I believe. Then, uh, kind of see where this dearth's gonna go. Don't know, since it was a mediocre season as far as any kind of flow. There are a couple hives out there that it's a little bit light, so we're definitely gonna have to do some feeding of some sort here for too long. But we'll put us a little bit of sugar water out there and see if they'll draw to it. If they do, then we know it's going to be a pretty heavy dearth this early. But the last couple of years, whenever we just assumed they was in a dearth and we tried to feed, they wouldn't touch it until the latter part of November. It ended up being the last couple of years. So, but I think what Mr. Russell Cookman I was seeing in Joey's chat last night was talking about they still got a good flow from somewhere up in y'all's neck of the woods there, Minnesota, Mike. But it's gone down here. As far as I know, anything worth trying to make something off of. No doubt, PJ. What's he on, number 7 or 8 now? As far as pool, he's just got him some prime location right there around his place.
Like Pop Biscuits on campfire.
Hey, camp out right by that creek water he's got. Man, what you talking about? Well, that's good to hear, Mike. Y'all, ones of you up there in the showing up north, still able to make a good run at it. Hopefully, y'all be able to do something that'd be good and profitable. Because it just, like my original comment in Joey's yesterday, it's just been slim pickings in most areas. I know he was saying that it was kind of touch and go down there in South Louisiana, different places. That some folks had a good run at it, and ones like yourself really didn't have too good of a run, and that's about how we were. It was enough to get a little bit, but I'm glad we didn't get out there and get stingy with it. All right, Redfish, deal. We can take the creek water. Y'all can have the mill site. Or even down, have y'all seen his video where he walks the land and he talks about where his Aunt Bertha and them live along that roadway or driveway that runs along down through there? Whichever bit of that. It's pretty country up there. All y'all living in that part of the mountain area. Good deal, PJ. Lord willing, you'll be able to get you another 100 off of it.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had sent you that picture I took of Mr. Donnie floating in the river when I was telling him to say cheese and he had no idea what I was saying.
Oh, he thought you was talking about the kites,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know how far north they go, but for the ones of you may not know, they're a big old beautiful bird, the kite. Google them, see what they look like, be interested. But
They're beautiful.
when they turn on their sides like they're banking, they look like a bald eagle with that white head and that black that runs along their back.
They're a
But
black and white bird.
they got a split on those tail feathers, and that's how you can tell them apart from the hawks. And
Because they sound a lot like a hawk when
yeah,
they yakking at each other.
they're pretty close. There was a him and a her up there flying around, wooing each other, and it was just nice listening to them carry on and watch them hit that old. They'd skim across that river, try to give them a little old brim or something out of it.
Mm-hmm. It was good. It was a really good day. I think Mr. Donnie had fun. He ain't been down there in years now. But he ended up diving in the water. All his clothes, socks, and sandals on.
Yeah.
Dove right in the river.
I went down, well, when we was down there, he was dragging up driftwood, and
Mm-hmm.
I know sometimes living on the river, you can't help trash getting in the water because of that thing flooding and this and that, but sometimes people can help not just throwing their junk off in the water. And me and Mr. Donnie, we probably went about half a mile down the river. We found a good little shallow spot, and he was rummaging around for driftwood, and I was kind of meandering in the river just looking. And I found I'm gonna say it was about a half-gallon bottle of, what was it?
Rum.
Yeah,
Kind of rum.
I forget what rum, Malibu rum. That was it floating or at the bottom of the river. And I'll go through as we're walking through the river, whatever. We'll pick up trash, and which is not a trashy river at all. It's just you have your idiots every once in a while.
It brings stuff from miles around too.
Plus off the roadways and that kind of junk. But I reached down, I grabbed that old Malibu bottle, emptied all the sand and everything out of it, threw it in back of that kayak. Ain't no more thought about it. We finally got back to port, if you will. And we had taken our kayak, which was given to us not long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we had never taken it on water, so the paddles were still wrapped up in a 5-foot plastic bag.
Y'all keep that number in mind.
Yeah, it was a big old plastic bag, at least 4 or 5 foot. And we got back. We hang out for a little bit, sitting there on the riverbank, enjoying the peace of nature, so on and so forth. And so we start packing up to leave. We got everything finally back up to the hill. We got the kayaks put up. We left ours there for everybody else. Yeah.
I told Bruce, or I asked Bruce if we could leave.
And he's a cool with it. What's that, Jeremy? So as we're leaving, I'm gathering up the trash. And part of that trash was that Malibu bottle that weighed about 50 pounds, solid glass. Okay.
I don't know if it weighed 50 pounds.
That's what it felt like. Well, me, I get that bottle, the 5-foot plastic bag, that it didn't even dawn on me.
It's a 5-foot plastic bag.
Yeah. So I'm going to put all the trash in this plastic bag. I take that bag, y'all, and honest to goodness, true story. I held it up and I took that bottle and like a youngin', I just dropped it down in that 5-foot bag. Less than a second later, I felt the pain.
Right on top of his big toe, he dropped that glass bottle.
What? Oh, good grief.
He drew blood on his poor toe.
That thing's still swollen on that joke. If I could bend that toe around here, show
It
you on
never
camera. I would.
dawned on you that the other end of that bag is laying on your foot before you drop a glass bottle.
In my brain, I had like a 13-gallon kitchen bag. You know, I'll hold it up. You're a foot and a half off the ground. No, sir. Not with a 5-footer. Boom. It'll get you.
Every time. On it, Jess. You think you needed for the complaint department again?
Yeah, hey, the complaints are filling up, Jasper.
Poor Jasper. Poor old fella. He's gonna earn his French
How much
fries.
time we got left? Yeah, let me put the. If anybody want, y'all know the drill. There you go. Where's the thing at? It's been so long since I even. There we go. That.
I haven't seen DC. Is he okay? There is never, ever, ever a dull or boring moment, PJ. Ever. It's one of my favorite things about my husband. He's always got something going on. Always. Whether it's intentional or it's just winging it, he's always got something.
PJ, I had a keychain for the longest time. And it said, of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most. I carried that thing for, I don't know, 10, 12 years before it finally,
Disappeared.
yeah, it went somewhere.
Hey, Blaine, you're just in time.
Yep.
He's only been
Look.
derailing for 45 minutes.
Well, we're looking at Texas tonight.
Well, I didn't realize that.
I don't know how he feels about San Antonio, but Texas.
Yeah, but he broke something on it. The throttle cable or something. Mini bike.
No, that baby's still very much alive. I just got to oil the throttle cable because the last time I tried taking off on it, the throttle cable stuck on me, and I went out for an
That's
adventure
what
through the
it
woods,
was.
and I had to shut it
Needs a
off. real
slight
quick.
adjustment.
Yeah, just a little slight adjustment. Should be back on the road.
He took me for a ride not too long ago. I didn't think that thing would tow both of us, but it scooted all over the place. It was pretty fun.
Should got little 3-1 oil. We'll be back on the road before you know it.
So it was kind of fun. He hadn't took me riding on something like that since he built me a shelf seat on the tractor fender to ride with him.
I forgot all about that.
When we lived down a really bad dirt road before we moved here, we had to keep it up all the time. The neighbor had a tractor that he let Tim use, but he'd spend hours at a time on that tractor, and I'd get bored sitting at home by myself. So he built me a little seat off the fender of the tractor so I could ride with him. We'd take us a couple jars of mason mason jars of tea out there and just go all day long on that thing. It was pretty fun.
Miss Sam,
Oh, you better hold on to your britches tonight. It'll scare you to death. No, Miss Ann, we've never gotten into that actually. We tend to have way more issues with beetles than with the mites. So we've never really gotten into treating them at all for it.
you owe the bank twice tonight, and Blaine just come in here to witness that.
Okay, Miss Ann doesn't know about that.
Well, you're right. My
That was
apologies,
way
Miss
before she started coming, so I'm not gonna jump her case about she owes the swear jar.
Miss Ann. Let's see. Pretty much when we started doing chats.
I don't know. It was a while back. It was kind of a running, just a joke. That because it was just that time of year where the only thing to do with beekeeping to talk about was mite treatments.
Mike's this,
And
Mike's that, Mike's this.
we
Mike's
got
that.
burned out on mites, so we told everybody that the M word was a 4-letter word, and you have to pay the swear jar if you say the word mite. And then it turns into, beetles and ants. So we had the M word, the B word, the A word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's talking about with I owe the swear jar because I said the words tonight. Phil, Kent, and Blaine used to be the worst about calling you out on it too. And plus, it's so hot down here all the time. Even if we had trouble with the ants, I'd be terrified of using a lot of those chemicals that just fry your bees if it's too hot.
They just say it's too hot, and we see them running out of the house down here. Hive beetles run in, mites run out.
Yeah. I have heard that's something Tim and I have talked a lot about with why we don't have issues with mites. But there's quite a few different plants that grow wild and they grow like crazy in our yard that are natural producers of oxalic acid, like in fairly high quantities, some of it. So we really wonder if maybe that has something to do with it. But we've never used like chemical treatments to do anything. But we have planted stuff like thyme and peppermint around the hives. And that seems to, I guess, help a little bit.
But thyme is where you get your thymol from.
That's a good idea, TJ. No problem.
No problem. Silence on that.
They've been warned.
But we do understand that people have serious problems with them, just the way we have serious problems with the hive beetles down here.
Yeah.
But like she said, we've never did any kind of mite treatment at all on any of our bees. Anything we've lost is because of the blasted hive beetle.
Yeah. That's our nemesis in the beekeeping for sure.
But depending on what route you want to take, Google all your thymol based products, your OA treatments, do your research on them.
Country Road said an old beekeeper up the road told me to take rhubarb leaves and put them on top of the frames. I mean, definitely do your own research, but in our experience, them old timers generally know what they're talking about.
Well, and I know some people like to use essential oils for treatment as well. And you can go on the National Library of Medicine and just simply type in, mite treatments, essential oils. And there is a huge section in there that gives you all kind of graphs and charts, and it breaks everything down to the chemical component of what's in that essential oil and so on and so forth. And in that chart that's in the library of medicine, if you use essential oils or want to use an essential oil, thymol is number one, which thymol comes from thyme. Right below it, you've got peppermint, then you got spearmint, and it breaks it on down to the ones that are not as lethal. But thymol is definitely your biggest unaliver kind of thing. Then
Richard said oregano.
I think, yes, I believe it's in there.
Mississippi Homestead. We've tried that, but we have so much where we had a lot of issues with it rains so much down here. We have to put a little shim underneath our hive in the back or in the front, but we have to tilt it a little bit to where rainwater would shed off better because we were having a lot of problems with moisture building up in the hives. But that kind of messed us up with the oil in the tray because it would all just go to one end and the beetles were staying on the end that was elevated. So that's why we really started going with the beetle juice concoction we make. But we still use screen bottom boards. They help a lot.
Yes, indeed.
But because we had to shim our hives up the way we do, we were having trouble just using them as our only method of attack, I guess.
Well,
Hey, Bucks.
Buck's saying I still remember watching Fat Bee Man and all his essential oil treatments he used.
Yeah.
And many of the things are ones that still use what the Fat Bee Man talked about. Super simple, like I said. You can go back and do your own research, and probably about 10 minutes you can have enough info from the Library of Medicine to get you a good base opinion on how well it works. And then if you really want to lock things in, check out Dr. James Amrine at the University of West Virginia and what he done with lard, spearmint, and thymol, I think it was. If you want your science, go check out Dr. James Amrine. If you just want a breakdown of the chemical basis on the essential oils and what's what and what they got, check out the Library of Medicine. But if you put them both together, you can get some really great understanding on the essential oils process, if that's a route you choose to take. But there's so many ways out there to do it that it's more or less just kind of your choosing of how you want to do your treatments. But if you have problems with them, do something.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh.
Just
Where were we at? What I've been derailed here.
this whole night, like we were never on track. We started off derailed.
Well, you're right. Well, we're gonna get through it. All of us together. Everybody decides to hang out to the end. Let's see, Buck.
Doctors seem to think it's working.
That's great to hear.
It is.
Bucks B has been watching and wanting to thank y'all for all your prayers. She is doing the chemo. Doctors seem to think that they are working. Keep prayers going for us, and absolutely we will, y'all.
both of y'all, or all of y'all. I'm not sure if you have kids, but we're praying for your whole family.
And the blessing about it, there's many folks in this chat that's behind the screen doing the same thing for every one of us as well.
Absolutely. Well, I prayed for y'all all day Monday. Could not get that lady off my mind Monday.
Did you get whatever? Did you find it?
Mhm.
Bucks, if y'all will,
Will you shoot us an email?
yes.
I looked all over because I had a scripture I really wanted to email your wife. Like I was just saying, I could not get her off my heart Monday. But I couldn't find an email anywhere for y'all. I thought we had emailed you before, but I couldn't find any way to get in touch with you.
That's it, Miss Ann. We just pray it according to your will, Lord.
But anyway, I'm glad she's making progress at least.
Uh,
Type our email.
yeah, put our email in here. What's there? Well, that was quick.
What?
Flopped up on the screen. I forget there's a lag between here and yonder. And as I'm watching the comments, I'm trying to keep up my conversation
Mm-hmm.
or wherever I'm going with things.
We don't know
We neither do I.
where we're going or where we're going.
Hey, I will say, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but old Rodney's gonna have him a good cameraman.
Oh yeah.
That oldest boy is. That little fella done some pretty doggone good camera
He's
work
better
on
with
that.
that camera than I am.
But I bet you he's glad to have them boys back home now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, that's all our beekeeping.
That's it.
Now it's just kind of sit back and idle.
So honey.
Yep, sell what little bit we got in there, and then go from there.
We've actually been doing not too pretty bad. Considering we ain't set out nowhere to sell honey. Up and the smack talk begins.
Uh-oh.
Eric's spinning the contest winning honey today.
Hey, somebody's got to be the winner.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. I'm almost out of my spring water. I need you to go get me a refill, okay?
I don't know if I can.
On that.
No, we got everybody pinned up, except for the guineas. They calmed down a little bit.
Oh, that was the guinea.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Noon comes early.
Yeah, the old guineas, they've been pretty laid back, except for
Mm-hmm.
that male. He attacks the pickup truck every day and the shot back out there, thinking it's a rival. He sees his reflection and he'll battle the bumper of that pickup truck for 45 minutes, walking and carrying on.
Then he'll move over to the shop vac. Then he'll move over to the stainless grill.
Well,
Oh, don't you ever get a headache?
he's got to get it out of the system.
I reckon.
But we did have, what, 7 little bitties?
Mm-hmm. Redfish said, "Don't bother, Eric. I got this." That sounds like a Jason Bourne line. I got this.
Oh, I'm glad that Nate said that. So if there's anybody new wanting to get into the contest this year, please wrap it very, very well. And I'm talking about very well. If you send a glass jar,
like go absolutely overboard with the bubble wrap.
yes. And if you send in a squeeze bottle, just make sure the lid's on that puppy real good and wrap it once or twice with some bubble wrap so it won't come loose in transit. But the last, well, pretty much every year, or we didn't get a broke one last year, but every year before that, we got broke glass jars from folks.
Yeah, there's Sean's busted.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah, love you. Thank you, Miss Ann.
Gosh, Miss Ann. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. See if I get that up there on the screen.
Appreciate that very much. Don't end the live stream, honey.
Well,
Now, Eric, if you shoot us an email, we'll send you a mailing address. We just didn't really want to post it on our YouTube page.
yeah, gunlinebees at Gmail,
Yeah.
and we'll get your address to send it to.
Mr. Russell said he'll take that sourwood, honey.
Is that what it's gonna be, sourwood?
Country Road said if his sourwood goes good, he may just send some.
Okay, make a note.
Some West Virginia sourwood.
Because if Mr. Donnie's gonna be the taste tester, y'all remember the sourwood situation last year.
Mm-hmm. He loved it. When he got real sourwood.
Yeah. So we'll pull the wool over his eyes once again. Unless he can pick it out.
He said, I'm not sure that's legal. I know, Danae, especially if Ollie's judging this year.
Yeah, because if it had been left up to him year before last, it would have been Jack and Danae, me again, Joey, and Russell Kipman and Miss Sharon.
I think so.
I think it was.
I can't remember.
But if them youngins find out again that the honey tasting his own, you can bet your sweet tail they'll be over here while everything's coming in again. Talk about, hey,
I'll be running them out of here.
let me try that.
Mm-mm.
Them youngins love it. Honey coming in as well. What was we doing?
I'm not sure it works like that, Frank.
You can try it. Never know where she go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Redfish told Danae just email her.
Yeah, there you go. Pull the JW card.
Mm-hmm.
I'll email it to you.
I hope her dog's okay.
Yeah.
That'll scare you to death. Well, Buttons, I ain't believing you run out of stuff to say with 40 minutes left.
Well, I got so excited a while ago on everything else, and it just kind of
spit it all out.
spit an idea, especially the comment section. I couldn't wait to tell y'all that.
I cannot believe he did that. Because I got him when he was writing it. It's like, really, you gonna start another war on social media with another instigating comment?
Well, just
I think that was Jesus telling you you're voicing too many opinions online.
well, people are not put their business out there for me to comment on.
Just because it's dangling there don't mean you gotta buy it.
Well, I can't walk past nothing in Walmart without touching it. So
You sure can't. Oh, look at Jack and Danae. 27 months. That is crazy.
Woo!
I can't believe we've had a channel that long.
Oh.
We gotta do something to celebrate y'all.
Well,
I wish y'all lived close enough we could do a cookout and feed you.
we need to just do a members live for everybody. And we can just jaw about whatever y'all want to there. But on that end, for the members, keep a check because I went on the YouTube studio thing the other day and it popped up a notification on us talking about after August 17th, they were going to, YouTube was going to adjust the membership prices. And I'm like, hold up, we're supposed to be in control of the membership prices kind of thing. So whatever your membership is now, and if you decide to continue supporting us on that end, after August 17th, if it goes up, please let us know.
Send a complaint email.
Well, because I'll go back to change it to what they are. We're not intending on going up on our memberships by any means just because.
Because they get more money.
Well, yeah, because they get more of a cut out of it. But on our end, if YouTube changes dollar amount, even if it's $1, let us know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back and change them back to what they are now because, you know, y'all are gracious enough to be members, and I'm certainly not going to jack the prices up on the membership.
No.
And I don't know how YouTube can kind of really get away with it, but
It's just like YouTube.
Undoubtedly, they said after August 17th, they was going to do something on their end, but we could go back in and modify the prices if we didn't agree with them or something. I'm like, just leave them alone. So if there's any change on your statement, send me an email to the complaints for real and let us know.
Everything just comes down to money. I hope I don't never turn into that.
Yeah, no, that's we have zero intention of jacking them memberships up, period.
I feel like this is Jasper's department. He should reach out to YouTube, extend a paw.
Well, he needs to be doing something on it.
You hear that, Jasper? You need to get on it, son.
His backside is more important right now.
I wasn't gonna say that out loud.
Yes, y'all please let us know. I'm glad that popped up for Jack in the movie. What else can y'all remind me of?
What you got now?
Well,
Mr. Wing It.
that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find a wing to fly on. I'm supposed to go off Eric's comment right here. Sounds looks like he's got, are going to be able to get a bucket in a half. Off of his. And this is is this your first year or your first dealings on YouTube?
I think it's the second year beekeeper. Did you hear Brian talking about you? We need you to handle some stuff, okay?
Yeah, there's some business.
I'll trade you that box of fries.
Okay, he said it's first year, so hey, awesome. Got you a little bit of pull off of it this year. Lord willing, these years to come will be, you'll gradually start adding to that. Eric, is y'all's neck of the woods, like far as land wise, y'all and Brian kind of.
Aren't you fairly close to Brian? I thought they see each other at markets and stuff.
Well, it's like the bees are out there finding something for sure, but when you see when you see Brian and Jen's videos, and like Eric start to put videos out now, and then you get into Philip and Blaine and Jeremy, one's of them out there in Shornut, Texas, to where it looks like they ain't gonna do much of nothing at all. But they end up having some pretty doggone good flows out there in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere that looks like a desert almost.
Eric said my bees are country bees. Brian's are city bees.
Okay, there's the difference.
Mm-hmm. Big difference under Jasper.
Them country bees still wave at you going down the road.
Yeah. They have a better attitude. What is it, mister? You gotta go out. That means I gotta bring the children in.
No, you got
You gotta wait
30 more minutes.
You gotta wait a minute, bud.
Well, apparently they got a balloon festival up that way.
We used to have a balloon festival down here.
Yep, they were. Last one I remember was at the battleship. Mama took me as a little bitty old young buck.
I never wanted to get in one of them things. I could just see it floating away.
It'd be pretty cool to do something around here, but there's just too many trees.
Yeah.
Even
There's all kinds of stuff to do. I just don't trust it enough to do it. Like when we was driving through Gulf Shores headed to Orange Beach the other day, we seen a boat. They had people parasailing everywhere in Gulf Shores. I was like, there ain't enough money. You could pay me to get me going on one of them things.
no, if y'all seen the news clips of them cables breaking and slamming
Annie
into
had
hotels?
no idea. She had never heard that.
No,
But she said her and Kevin did it about 3 or 4 years ago. But when they put them down, there was sharks everywhere. And she says she's screaming all the way down, "Don't drop me, don't drop me." There's sharks everywhere. And the guy on the boat's yelling at her, "Oh, it's just babies, don't worry about it. We do this all the time." And she's like, "This is not normal for me. Don't put me down." But they sure enough did. And she was like, "No, never again. You ain't dropping me in a bunch of sharks."
shoot, no, I've seen them clips from the local news media being
That
down
happened
there.
here.
Yeah, it happened in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores
Yeah.
a couple years back.
Look,
Almost back to back.
never again. I will never do something like that.
Yeah, no. You can't control that parachute. Nothing. You just kiss your tail goodbye pretty much on that.
Mm-hmm.
You can kiss mine goodbye because I ain't hooking up to the harness. I'll wave at you.
Brian said, except Eric got his country bees from me.
Former city bee.
So they're converted country bees.
Well, as long as they wave, that's the main thing.
That's it. Mm-mm. Are your bees struggling to survive in the country, Eric? You can take the bees out the city, but you can't take the city out the bees.
Well, maybe they'll adjust. Well, they got some plenty wide open spaces from what we can kind of see the background of Eric's neck of the woods.
Yeah.
But that is, I'll say that. I know I mentioned it a couple times on this chat, but that is one of the things I enjoy seeing about people's videos. Is like, I can't remember which market it is. It may be a couple of them, but whenever Brian and Jenna go to one of those particular markets, and you got those Rocky Mountains in the background back there, they look like they're right down the road, but it's probably a good little piece from them. But
Yeah.
being able to see the country that you're in and visualize what's going on. Then whenever Danae's out on her little running for work,
Man, I love Danae's pictures.
she sends really
I've
pretty.
been cutting her some slack since she's been sick, but I miss them. Hint, hint.
Because what ain't she about? What Yellowstone or you know saying one of something?
She drives through some of Yellowstone, I think, on one of her routes. Yeah, I don't even attempt to mess with my phone when we're in the bees. Because I sure can't take my gloves off.
No, it's one of them.
And I have beetle juice and beetle guts and comb and honey and everything on my gloves.
That's when they leave a message.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I was out there hitting everybody with the Beetlejuice, and I threw everybody some peppermint candies. We just about finally burned through that bag of peppermints at Pascalary.
And Miss Jane sent for our birthday.
Yep. We probably got one more good round we could throw in there, and we had burned up that. What was that bag? Like 7 pounds of.
Yeah, it was
Peppermint.
7 pounds of peppermint candies. It lasted us 2 whole years. We should have counted to see how many candies was in there.
I don't know. It was a bunch because it was a huge bag of them things. It wasn't something you were getting out of the salad store or something.
Mm-hmm. She said they got it like from Sam's or one of them kind of places. I know, girl. I know you've been sick and had the baby and everything else. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, if nothing else, just leave your phone out there for about 30 minutes. They'll have it puppy cleaned up for you.
Yeah.
I had to tear off some burr comb off one of those colonies because just broke the boxes down and I didn't pull any frames. But
Yeah.
breaking down a couple of those colonies, put the peppermint candy in between brood chambers, and I had to scrape off quite a bit of burr comb, and it was slammed full of honey. Everything they had bird and bridged. So I went to running through that real quick. And it didn't take, it went 5 minutes.
Oh,
And here comes Robbers
yeah.
getting on that piece of tin that I dropped it all on, and I carried it on down the hill down there, keep them away from that one colony. But
Yeah, you got it, Eric. The end of September, the 1st of October.
bingo. Yep.
Did you put it on the calendar?
No, but everybody knows it's the last week of September, which will be the first week of October.
So the 3rd.
The 3rd or 4th. We still got to talk with Joey if we're going to try to work it on a Saturday. And I think what is the new category? We're not doing cream honey. We're doing runny honey and infused. I think what everybody chose. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was runny.
Everybody was cream.
Okay, seeing what you want, we'll make a category.
Bribes need to be submitted by the middle of September so he has time to decide which one he likes the best.
Well, hold on. For Blaine, the 1st of September.
Yeah, so maybe you'll hit it by the 15th of
Yep.
September.
That way Blaine will get here before the deadline.
Oh, Danae, that was a dirty trick if he'd have fell for that. Your mailman no longer picks up from your address. Danae got to him blank. All the way from Wyoming.
Frank, if you could figure out a way to do that, that probably would be kind of
Ooh,
good.
might be.
I imagine they got a powder out there you can make a green
Keep
honey
flopping
with.
that airport. Yeah, don't send it UPS.
No, they'll send it all around the country. Or me. Which I wasn't going to go into all that on Joey, but it's always something with the UPS or the post office. We will watch packages literally. It will be at the mobile distributor place, whether it's the post office or the main hub for UPS and whoever. And they will send it to Georgia for real. And then turn around and send it back down here. It's like,
Makes no sense.
y'all literally had it in Mobile. Why send it back up to Georgia or even send it to Georgia when it didn't even come from there and then mail it back down here?
Well, you're up here, but you ain't sitting where everybody can see you. You don't want to talk tonight.
Well, he knows he's going to have a busy week with the complaints coming in.
It's going to be a rough one, but
Yep. You're going to have to work this week.
lots of treats, huh?
Make up for all the shenanigans you pulled this week. I don't doubt it, y'all.
From Hawaii clear to Tennessee, then up to Indiana, then to Colorado, and then to Wyoming. Do what? How can that possibly make any sense in their computer system?
That's the only way they could justify now going up on their prices even
That's
more
unbelievable.
for shipping. Because what is in August, they're supposed to go up another 4 or 5%.
Yeah, and they just went up 6% like 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago.
Well, you got to pay for that fuel to drive it all over Hades and creation.
There's another one to work on, Jasper. Disrespectful. So you went. Yeah. She's far over than us.
Did she finally awake where I can show everybody?
Yeah, you might can show her. You go talk to her. She'll come up.
And she'll come out. Last
Okay.
every chat that we've been on, she has slept until the chat is over with.
And then she's wide open.
Yep. I don't know if it's hot because we got all these other lights on or what, but it looked like old flying squirrel was going to get up and move around.
And eat my socks. But I've got, at the end of our bed, I've got like a big basket and my grandpa's a wooden chest that he used to take when he was out on deployment. And I have a bunch of quilts and stuff like from Mama, but I usually just throw those quilts on top of those chests at the end of the bed, and it looks like a long bench sitting there or whatever. Well, somebody wants to get up there and flop around like a dead fish until he kicks every single blanket off in the floor. And then he'll get in the floor and spin circles in them till he makes a nest and plop down in the middle of them. And I'm sick and tired of picking my blankets up out of the floor.
He's been a booger for that.
Eric said I'm gonna miss the next 2 Sundays. Can you do a best of mix video or something? We'll try to cut some clips out and send them to you, Eric.
Well, every time we get on the show,
That's why I left his whole box of fries I brought him from McDonald's sitting on the counter. I'm sorry.
No.
Didn't I put
You're-
that in there?
well, he didn't get any today.
That's what I was telling her.
But when we cut the show off on the StreamYard, it'll pop up AI clips. Apparently, the AI will go in and cut different segments out of the show, kind of like the
So
short
make
you're
a
seeing.
compilation clip video for you.
Well, I don't know if they do a compilation, but you can pick several of the videos, or if you don't like anything, you can hit it again and it'll go through and regenerate some other stuff off there, and it'll do like 1 minute to 3 minute clips on the videos.
Did
So-
not know that.
I'll see what we can do for you there, Eric.
You going on vacation, Eric? He's gonna try to bring back some local honey from wherever he's going.
I will try to stay out of y'all's comment sections with comments about Bigfoot and colleges with millions of dollars.
And terrible camera footage.
Yes. So if y'all see something like that, you will know.
Oh, wow. A whole family trip to Europe. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
That don't mean he will.
but I can try. I can try tonight. Now, whether it goes all ants on the screen like the TVs used to do back in the day, or what, I can't guarantee that.
Oh my goodness. A river cruise to Hungary, Austria, and Germany. That would be pretty cool.
People wouldn't know what to do.
No, they wouldn't know what to do with you over there. My word.
Good day, mate.
I'd have to go around telling everybody, but look, he's just so cute. He's trying. That would be cool to go see, though.
You ask them, y'all have grits for breakfast and fried okra for supper.
No, don't they do like lima beans for breakfast or soup beans on toast or something?
The Europeans, I think, do that. Beans and toast. Thank y'all. I need them prayers for my situational awareness, my intrusive thoughts, and what was the other one?
That's hilarious. Oh,
Be like an old dispatcher I used to know. This joker, he would get so worked up with me on that radio when I was on the ambulance.
Oh, he's a serious rage baiter tonight.
That old dispatcher, I'd key up and I'd tell him something, and I just I wouldn't be as professional as I should be being on the radio, according to him.
Yeah, because it's on a recorded line.
Well, I'd use plain English on the radio instead of their code. Be like, hey, this is what we got. Where are you? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember many evenings just going to the 911 center, sitting there, hanging out with the dispatchers, and old Lee was his name. He was a retired deputy sheriff. And
I thought you said that.
no, Lee Bishop. But he was cut and dry kind of guy. But if you listen to him when he took a 911 call and the people wouldn't listen to what he's trying to instruct them over the deal, he had a real deep, burly voice, and all you could hear was Bam, bam, help me to help you. That was his famous lines telling people in need that would not listen. So that's what I'm going to do.
Calm down.
Y'all help me to help y'all.
You're the only one that needs help. We are
That's it.
911.
We are 911.
Well, Mr. Russell, I have never in my life run up on somebody else that eat ketchup on potato chips.
Well,
Like on plain salted potato chips.
if it's real potato chips, I can see it because I mean, French fries, potatoes, potato chip, ketchup. I get it. I need.
I hadn't bought the ketchup chips, but I do love dipping like Lay's or Ruffles chips in ketchup.
Well, I need to back off the honey.
Mm,
Frank says it helps hair with the body. And I guess if you kind of slacken on the top end right there,
Yeah.
maybe want some.
Your hair's pretty with body.
Yeah. They got ketchup flavored chips in Canada.
How do y'all know?
They got into
Do
it.
they not sell them here?
No, because everything, we have other different weird flavors like salt and vinegar.
Now, Country Roads, we hadn't done it with mustard, but we'll eat a Dorito sandwich in a heartbeat for a quick lunch around here, and it's just mayonnaise on bread and piled Doritos on it.
Yes, well, going back to country roads, both of our 911 devices are literally even right now, are within
Arm's
hand's
reach.
reach. So, yes,
Mine's actually about 6 steps, but his is in arm's reach.
and that's all the time. I love our rights. Support me, America, in those rights.
Oh yeah, I used to, like, if I was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'd put chips in the middle of it.
That's it, Jack and today. America. And we do eat like Dorito sandwiches. I do like
Well, he said
Dorito
his
sandwich.
is Doritos with mustard. Only difference in ours is we do it with mayonnaise instead of mustard.
Hmm.
I've never done it with mustard.
Now, I like a bacon and mustard sandwich.
Yeah,
Put a bunch of mustard on that bread.
or Kaneka and mustard. We fought a war so we can put chips on sandwiches.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like it, make your own sandwich. That's the good part about it.
You sound like God. But I'm sorry, I've got to get up. Go ahead, just can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'll carry on for another few
Y'all
moments.
still got a few minutes.
Yeah.
I just gotta get
We got
moved for a minute.
time to talk about sandwiches, lead dispensers.
So we
Whatever
can
y'all
wear
like.
socks with our sandals.
Yes. Wear socks with your sandals.
Mr. Donnie takes full advantage of that, right?
Like Collector Rick says,
It's
free
to do stuff.
to do so. The First Amendment gives us the ability to speak it. If you disagree with it, that's where the Second Amendment comes in.
You're being recorded.
Stand your ground.
Tell Frank I'm still watching the chat.
Okay. That's good to hear, Rick, man. That you're having good season, especially them swarms coming in. Like we mentioned in the past, you kind of fretting because you ain't seen those swarms in a good little while in your neck of the woods. But this year, undoubtedly, you're having a good season with it and able to get on up in some numbers. And now that you got, let's say you say that you're at 11 now, so Lord willing, everybody will make it on through till next spring and be able to just start working off your own splits there. See, that's another wonderful thing here. You can do it if you want. Now, is it advised? No. But that's your choosing. More power to you. Uh, it's the only thing we got kind of coming up of real interest I'm going to work on around here with the bees is Mr. Randy is sending us a 10 frame box. Worked out a deal with him on the wax dipping that he does. And we've got one other kit out there that was like, I think it was double deeps and frames and the whole get up from a company off Amazon. And I'm thinking about there may be a box or two out there that is brand new that hasn't been treated with anything. So I'm gonna do some side by side comparisons on how well these things will handle as far as actually being wax dipped and wax coated and nothing with treatment of any kind, whether painted or wax. But while I'm on that, I'm gonna say down here, I think my best spot to try this is going to be in a shaded area where it'll be more of a moisture issue between things not drying out so quick and to see how well each one of them goes on. I know Mr. Randy's trying to get his name out there quite a bit more on the wax dipping, and he is doing a great job on what he is doing. And just kind of doing it, testing it for our climate down here, see how well they do. Well, I can either do it either or, because the way things are kind of laid out around here is the way the yard is. We've got a couple that are pretty well in the sun in the shade most all day, except for whenever it gets, sure enough, evening. Then the one that we've got with 4 different colonies sitting out, they get more of a morning and late evening beating of the sun. Then once ever it gets over the tree lines across the road, they'll get in the shade. So I might be able to do a split of it. But I know what I've seen with this stuff that's been commercialized, I reckon, best way to put it, or boxes that allege they are wax dipped. And Yeah. So I'm real interested to see what something we know has actually been wax dipped, how well it's going to do around here. Because some of the ones that's got bigger names where you can order off, whether Amazon or different businesses' websites, that these so-called wax dip just or wax coated, whatever they are, just make a mess in the very beginning down here, especially in our heat. It's pretty much as if the whole box had just melted. Best way to explain it. Y'all got me lost on that. The loop fisk, whatever in the world. I'm gonna have to get her to look at it. Ain't never heard of that down here. We're gonna give Mr. Randy an honest review, and like I say, we know some folks up there in the Carolinas that have went and visited with him, and they are very impressed with what he done with their boxes. And now that he's got his own brand that he's branding on those boxes, kind of help him get his name out there. But we're gonna put it to the test and let nature give it a whooping, if you will.
I got faith in Mr. Randy.
There you go. That's a good little something to do to get them youngins involved, have their curiosity in it, especially whenever they can go out there and look in the yard and see the boxes that they painted and knowing they got a part of it. And the only thing that we've ever done with our boxes is I like to try to keep that wood grain look. I just like the natural wood grain finish to them. Not at all against painting anything like that, but uh, we went through and we just put a good coat of marine varnish on everything that we've got, and I say 90% of our boxes still look like they did 4 or 5 years ago, as far as very, very little sun damage, weather beat, anything like that, marine varnish, and more so my curiosity on these wax dips. See on my end the comparison to how well they hold up in a year or two on that end. And Mr. Randy, he did send me some pictures of boxes. He said there was about and I've got my phone. That were 3 or 4 years old, and they looked like he had done them yesterday. Very little weather damage, very little, if any, kind of fading on them. But I know a lot of y'all folks already have wax dip, and you know the what you're getting and all. But for us, it'd be a fun little adventure to try and see and be able to give an honest opinion on for people down in our neck of the woods, especially along the coast down here. That's a nice route to take for that old oak and pine, and especially if you're leaving them rough cut, their country. And if nothing else, it's basically the same thing as people roughing up the inside of them doggone hives that got on the propolis kick there for a little while. Where the bees can store the put more propolis on the inside of the colonies. But it seems like you don't hear too much talk about that much anymore. I guess that little old fad just kind of died out pretty quick. But if you got bees, there's some showing up propolis producers. They'll definitely take advantage of that old rough cut. Now, if we ever decided to, I know that's something that we could no problem collect around here, and that's propolis. These bees around here knows they can collect and build up on some propolis. Well, there you go. It's a good idea, for, especially folks up there in the North Country, to kind of give you a little bit more insulation around them lids, whether you're using migratory or telescopic lids. Well, Eric, I'm pretty sure if you, Mr. Randy, definitely be a trustworthy source, and especially if you want to catch some different ones in the chats that's bought from him and ask how well their stuff is holding up. Hallelujah Bee Farm be one of them. And I know there's other folks in and around his area that's went and visited with him, and they take their equipment to him to get waxed up. And on top of, if it's something you decide to do, it is supporting what I'll call a mom and pop business versus going to a chain store into beekeeping. And first of all, you know what you're getting. Second of all, you're supporting somebody doing a small business. And all that money goes to help a small business. Yes, on top of a good name that ain't no doubt the man's going to stand behind his product. But it's supposed to be here, Eric. That box is supposed to be here. I think he sent me a message tomorrow. Yeah, if they don't mail it from, yeah, here, there, and everywhere. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, so maybe Tuesday or Wednesday I'll get out there and open that box up and show y'all what he sent us. And we've got one brand new box that we still got to put them together from a well-known name on Amazon. I guess we'll reveal it whenever we do the video, but those are supposed to be wax dip from this particular company. And from what we've seen in years past, as far as those particular name of boxes, it ain't gonna take long for that stuff to start running out of those well-named known boxes. I think pretty quick we'll be able to start seeing some kind of difference in a couple of days for sure, especially in our heat. Country roads, to be honest, I don't know, so I can't give you an honest answer on that. Now, I do know something I can give you a positive answer on is what was that? The maybe is that who sent us the to do the demo thing? Maybe all right. Maybe hives, which come from across the pond over there. They reached out to us. Uh, yeah, it was last year sometime, and asked, "Hey, if we send y'all something, can y'all do a video on how easy it is to put together and assembly and all this kind of good stuff?" And if y'all want to go watch that train wreck, it's in our videos there. But we didn't do a review on the wax. But I do remember specifically asking the guy before we agreed to anything, are these wax dipped in beeswax? And I still got the email. I had to drag it out here somewhere. But the guy I was talking to said, yes, they are wax dipped on the maybe hives, but I can't speak for sure on the Hoover. Ours, Frank, ours come in thankfully in one piece. It wasn't beat up too terribly bad by the time it got here, but thankfully we didn't have no busted parts and pieces on it. But like I said, I can't speak on those Hoover hives as far as if they're. I had to go back and, which I'll do that before I make a video, look on their website to see if they are actually wax dip or just coated. And I'll make a note in the video when we do it. Country roads, that's what our two horizontal hives is out there. Red cedar and cypress. And yes, them babies have held up. We've had them 5 years this year, I think. And they still look very, very well. The only thing that I've noticed, like bucks, I don't know anything about beevor, but we inherited some colonies whenever y'all heard me talk about my buddy Lance, where we was helping him keep bees down at his old place before he sold all that. And he just went on Amazon and just started buying several of the kits and so on and so forth. And the majority of what he got was from Hoover. And it didn't, like I said, we wouldn't have them boxes out a week or so before you just seen the wax running off them things. And look, you could see streaking in it. It was so bad at points. Then I'd say 3 to 4 months, they done got built up so bad with just dirt and grime, and I guess the algae and mildew that we deal with down here so bad. It didn't take long for them to discolor at all. Well, with these shippers, I know what they do. They just flinging that mess around. It don't matter if it says turn up, keep up this way, or fragile. don't break. They just flinging stuff around without a care in the world. No, country ain't seen them. Have to check them out. That'd be pretty cool. He said, have you seen the engraved boxes on Etsy? Honeycomb design. Said they're absolutely beautiful. All right, Blaine, take it easy, brother. We fitting. Oh, I did. We already over our 2 hour mark. We're gonna mosey on ourselves here in just a second. Begin our week as well. I reckon we may take tomorrow off and go do what we got to do Tuesday. What you think of that? I like that. Me too. Oh, she's up now. I'll get a shot of her in a second while she's running around. Let y'all see her real quick before we go. Well, she has gotten a little fluffy. Yeah. She's getting a little bit of weight on her. But let me see if I can get this camera turned around real quick. I'll let you go in there. Let me get this camera turned around real fast. Well, if I can get it to zoom in to her, she's gonna go hide now. Nope, she's up there in the top right corner drinking water. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I'll take y'all over there real quick. We'll move you on. You gonna hide, little girl? Where you at now? There she is. You gonna say hey to everybody? She said it's snack time. Y'all getting ready for bed. And I want to come out and play. But all right, y'all. We're gonna wrap her on up. But till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one. Careful in the comment section. Y'all take care.